calling tech support. How can I help you?
Hi there. I've got a problematic message on my browser here, and actually,
Okay, what is the message about, sir?
yeah, the message it says that my computer's been blocked. Um, there's an error message,
Oh,
an error
okay.
code on
What were
here.
you?
Sorry about that. Didn't mean to interrupt you there.
Okay, I'm sorry. What were you doing, sir? You got this message. Like on which page you were when you got this message?
I'm not sure. I had a few tabs open at the time, and then I closed it down. But I believe what I was doing is I was searching for some pictures, just nature pictures.
Oh, searching for some. It means you were on Google page, right?
Probably was. Yeah, I could have Googled a lot.
Okay, okay. And is it your laptop or a desktop?
Yeah, it's a desktop.
It's a desktop. What is the make and model of your desktop?
Well, I think it's an MSI, but I don't know what model it is. I think if I have to give a model, it would be
Okay,
like an
okay.
Intel or something like that.
No, no, that's fine. That's fine. Technician, if there is some problem in your desktop right now, then I'll have to assign a technician for your desktop,
Okay.
and then the technician will see what is the problem and he'll resolve the issue for you.
Oh,
All
okay.
right?
Yeah.
So the number which you are calling from, is it the best number to contact you to call you back?
Yeah, this is definitely my best number.
Okay. And sir, my name is Sarah, and could you tell me your name, please?
Yeah, Sarah, my name's James.
James, okay. Sir, I'm giving you direct toll-free number for the technician, and I'm arranging a call back from the technician because the thing is the kind of, error message you are getting. We have got many calls since yesterday. We are getting these type of calls. So that is why, our technicians are busy on the calls right now.
Oh,
So
okay.
as soon as the technician will get free, he'll call you back on the same number.
Okay, that sounds good.
Okay, but I will just suggest you one thing,
Mm.
that do not touch your desktop right now. Do not close anything. Do not switch it off. Do not do anything on your desktop just for another 15 to 20 minutes.
Okay,
In
sure.
next 15 to 20 minutes, you will get a call back.
Okay, thanks.
Okay,
Thanks,
and I'm
Sarah.
giving you direct toll-free number also. In
Okay.
case you do not get a call back, then please call us back in next half an hour. The
Okay.
direct toll-free number of the technician.
Okay. I'm ready to take that down.
Okay, yeah, just hold the line. Give me a minute.
Okay.
Okay, so the toll-free number, you can note it down. It is 1855
1855. Yeah.
999
Yeah.
5151.
5151. Okay.
Yes, and could you give me your any other telephone number on which we can contact you in case this one will...
No, this one works. This is my landline. It's always up. Oh God, she's disconnected.
Sports Center, you're speaking with Kevin. How can I help you today?
Hi Kevin. I was just speaking to Sarah a moment ago, and I think the line dropped out. She was just giving me a toll-free number. She said a technician was going to call me back.
Uh-huh. All right, sir. Not a problem. Is there any issue that you're facing with your computer?
Yeah, yeah. So a message came up saying that the computer was blocked, and to
All
call
right.
immediately. So yeah, that's what I was
And
doing.
is is there any warning code as well?
There's an error code. Is that what you mean? There's an error code.
Yes, sir. The error code
That's 268D3.
26833.
Yeah.
All right, sir. Can I have the name, please?
My name's Jim.
Jim. All right, sir. And how long have you been facing this issue?
Probably about 15 minutes now. Yeah, I think 15 minutes.
Oh, okay. All right. Can you please tell me what were you doing on your computer when you got the alert?
I was on Google just doing some searches. I clicked on something and I came here. I'm not sure what I clicked on, but
Uh,
yeah.
Okay. Did you download something incidentally, or did you download any movie or game from any gaming or movie website?
Yeah. Actually, I did
Could have
download a
downloaded
game.
any like. All right. Do you remember what did you download, sir?
The game was called Quake. It's an old one from the 1990s, so I downloaded that.
Oh, okay. All right. All right. What could have happened is because we get these issues on a daily basis that people go into movies or gaming websites and then download the files from there. Or else if they go into shopping websites, they click on any advertisements which are flashing on the sides of the screen.
I see.
And what actually happens is if you click on any of those links, a Trojan or virus gets downloaded automatically onto your computer, which in turn starts making the changes to the security scheme of the computer.
Well, the message does say that it's been
what
infected.
your computer does it. Sorry?
The message does say that the computer's been infected. It says it's alerted us it's been infected.
What does it say, sir?
It says your computer's alerted us that it's been infected with a suspicious activity. And following information is being stolen and stuff. Credit card details, email account, login.
Okay.
Yeah. So, yeah, it looks like there's an infection anyway.
In that case, this alert could be from your operating system. Okay, your computer must have given you this warning alert, which means that some settings of your computer, which are usually not to be touched, have been changed. What happens? The kind of program gets downloaded on the computer. It starts making changes to the security schemes so that somebody can get in touch with your computer, and it's more of like hacking into your computer or trying to steal the information which is saved on your computer, or the data that you enter in your browser, like when you enter your banking details while shopping, or else your login credentials for your social networking or your emails.
Oh, okay.
So this is how it works. That's when your computer. This is how the security scheme is designed. That in case somebody or some program changes the settings, your computer should be blocked or your internet activity should be logged out, so that you are not able to share your information by accident.
Oh, okay. So it's a safety measure. I see. Okay.
Yes, sir. It's a safety measure, and if somebody is already in touch with your computer, is already hacked into your computer, so that is also one reason when some things get automatically shut down, so that your information doesn't get stolen. Okay.
Oh, okay.
So I will ask you a few more questions in order to understand how we can go ahead and fix it.
Okay. Yeah. Ask your questions. That's
now,
fine.
Can you please tell me the make and model of your computer?
Well, I think it's MSI. I once saw I bought it off some guy 5 months ago, and he mentioned it was MSI, so that's all I really have to go on. I know it's a Windows computer, but...
Oh.
Yeah.
All right. So it's a laptop or a desktop? Would you know that?
It's a desktop, yeah. The laptops are the smaller ones, right? I have the big one it's on a table at the moment.
Right, and it has a tower which is separate from the monitor and the keyboard and mouse, right?
Yeah. I think that's the desktop.
Right, that's the desktop.
Okay.
And would you know the version of Windows that you have on this computer?
Well, it's not the newest one. It doesn't look as good as it's not the newest one, so I think it was Windows 7. I think it's Windows 7, yeah.
All right, Windows 7. Why am I noting this down is so that I can understand what kind of configuration and what is the kind of system that you have, so that we can do the troubleshooting accordingly.
Oh, okay, yep.
All right. No problem, sir. Give me a moment while I run the error code that you gave me in the Windows database, so that I can pull up the exact details of this error code.
That's
and
okay.
We'll start the troubleshooting accordingly.
That's okay. Take your time.
All right. Right, so is it okay if I call you back from my extension?
Yeah, that's okay.
Within a minute?
That's okay. You got my number?
Right, sir? In case... Yes, sir. One second. Let me just confirm the number.
Mm-hmm.
It's 504...
Yeah, that's fine.
684...
Yep.
5682, correct?
Exactly. Yep.
All right. I'll call you back on the same number. If you do not get a call back from me in next couple of minutes, then you can definitely call us back on the number that you called.
Thanks a lot for that. And I don't know if you gave me your name, but just can I get your name just so I know who to receive the call from?
Sure, sir. My name is Kevin.
Ah, okay. Yeah, I think you did say. Okay, Kev, I'll speak to you in a minute or two.
I said so in the beginning when you said that you had a word with Susan and then we moved on. Okay, let me just call you back.
Yep. Okay. Thanks.
All right. Thanks.
Susan, Sarah, what's the fucking difference? Hi, this is James.
Hi, it's Kevin from the Sports Center.
Hi, Kevin. How are you doing?
I'm good. So, if I caught your name, it's Jim, right?
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's James, but people call me Jim for short. It's just short for James.
All right. All right, allow a moment.
Okay.
All right. With the error code that you gave me, I have pulled up the details of the error code. All right. It seems to be an internet security issue, which means that the internet security has been infected.
Internet security infected? That doesn't sound good.
All right. Because what happens, as I was telling you earlier, that the kind of program that you have got in the computer, which got downloaded, what happens, these kind of programs, they infect the computer and change the security settings. Plus, they replicate the information that you type on the browser, which is your internet browser that you open in order to do login into your email or your social networking or online shopping as well. So in case you enter your credentials over there, these get copied automatically. Okay. So what we need to do is we need to scan your computer first of all in order to understand what kind of damage your computer has taken, and if there are any drivers which have been disabled, because what happens when the security settings are changed, most of the drivers are disabled, so that the access to the computer can be taken, and then the programs which are part of Windows scheme, they are stopped so to take control of the computer.
Oh, okay. That sounds pretty bad, actually.
Well, sir, this happens. This is normal stuff with the viruses or Trojans, because Trojans they take control of one or two programs or a certain type of programs in the computer.
Oh, okay.
That's when you start noticing the changes in the computer. It might slow down, or it might take some time to open the applications, or any specific type of programs in the computer might get infected. So this is the kind of Trojans behavior is, but the kind of infection you have in the computer right now. So that is a different one, which takes control of the security scheme, and your Windows gets corrupted, or your Windows stops the internet activity altogether.
Well, it has been running slow in the last 8 days, actually. About a bit over a week.
It happens. What happens? It normally takes 2 to 3 days for any infection to spread, and you would start noticing that your computer is getting slower, or it is taking time to load any specific application, or else it would start asking for the updates of your Windows, etc. On the right bottom corner of the screen, you would notice that you will start getting the pop-ups for getting some updates, or your antivirus starts behaving differently, because this kind of program, once it is downloaded and installed into the computer, it takes control of the antivirus as well. And even if you have any antivirus in the computer and you run it right now, it might not be able to diagnose this program as well.
Oh, okay.
Because yes, because in Windows it has inbuilt security system as well, which includes the Windows Defender. However, people switched off so that the third-party antivirus can be installed in the computer, like Norton, Quickheal, or McAfee, or Kaspersky.
Oh, okay.
So these are the third-party softwares which are normally used, so that it does not clash with the Windows Defender. So Windows Defender is switched off because it keeps on asking for Windows updates.
Oh, okay, I see what you mean. Yep.
Alright. Alright, so what I will do is I will connect your computer to a secure server and will diagnose the computer for any damage.
Okay, that sounds good.
And accordingly we'll do the troubleshooting steps to fix it.
That sounds great, Kevin. Okay.
Sure, sir. Alright, so I will give you some instructions. Please follow them carefully.
Okay, I will.
Alright, please have a look at the keyboard.
Okay.
In the left bottom corner, the third or second key from left would be a Windows key.
Yeah, there's a key that looks like a window, yeah.
Yes, please press and hold this key and then press the letter R as in Romeo. Yes, once the countdown is down to 0, then you should be able to click on it.
Okay, and now you want me to click on the green accept, is that right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, I've clicked on the accept. It's just
Alright, sir.
The mouse cursor is moving.
Do you see the cursor moving on the screen?
Yeah, I do. That's.
Yes, sir. That's me. So please don't be scared.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay.
So this is the alert that you got in the computer?
Yeah, that's what. See, it's also blocking my Google Chrome. I can't close it down. I don't know. You can try, but I don't know. I can't do anything with this.
Sure, sir. I'll check it. So you have this state-aware antivirus, and you have this Malwarebytes on the computer. Did you download it yourself?
No, this was on here from the guy I bought this computer off about maybe half a year ago or so. Yeah, I didn't put it on myself, but it was on there, and he said it came with some good things that he'd got in the past. So that's, I think, those things that you were looking at. Oh, I was right, MSI. Okay.
Alright. This kind of actually a very old version of Windows that you have, actually.
Oh.
Old copy of Windows.
Yeah, I haven't upgraded it.
And actually,
I just stuck with the one he gave me.
The Windows. Sorry.
I just stuck with the one that was on it when I bought it from him. Yeah, I don't know how long he had it before,
Right.
but
you have a decent configuration. You can definitely upgrade it to Windows 10 as well.
I've heard of Windows 10 actually. Yeah, that's meant to be pretty good.
Right.
Yeah, that not genuine thing, that started about a week ago as well. It was all fine, and then...
Right, because I can see it on your desktop. That
Yeah.
is why I have written it. Otherwise, I wouldn't know.
No, I know, in the bottom
If
right.
you look at the right bottom corner.
Yeah, I know. That popped up about a week ago. I don't know what that is. Did it run out of a license or something like that?
Yes, sir. Your activation key would have expired, or it would not be genuine.
Okay. So what's an IP address?
So it's the IP address, it is the Internet Protocol address, which is provided to you by your Internet Service Provider.
Oh, okay.
Which state are you calling us from, sir?
I was going to say, I mean, the thing back there said Chicago, but I'm calling from Louisiana, actually. Does that mean maybe the ISP has like an office over in Chicago?
Oh, this is strange.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Well, I don't understand any of this.
No, I'm just checking a couple of things. If you see over here, sir, at the bottom of it, there's this product ID, which is present in case you have a genuine Windows. In this case, the product ID is missing. That is why your Windows is not appearing to be genuine,
that's
and
why it
that is
says
why your
that.
computer is giving you this message.
Okay. Alright, because that license expired. Okay.
Yes.
So what could have been slowing the computer down for about a week?
So it could be anything. It could be Trojans, or it could be the junk files in your computer.
Okay.
Or it could be any programs that you must have downloaded in the computer.
All right.
So they could be slowing your computer down.
I mean, I got a game recently, but okay. Yeah, I have been downloading some things. Not a lot, but a bit.
Which one would that be?
The game, just this one over here. So I got that, I don't know, about 10 days ago, I think.
That could be because games are heavier applications, and these could be slowing your computer down because they're graphics and then animations. You can close it down.
Oh, yeah, okay. Hold on a sec. Let's get rid of that. Okay. Oh, that doesn't look good.
This is a blue screen, which is actually one of the CVT1 issues on the computer.
Can we close this one down?
Yes, we can. There's normally, because what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to check your statistics, internet statistics.
So it's not letting you do that?
No.
Okay, never seen this. Is that normal?
No, sir, it's not normal.
Okay.
So are you a programmer or something?
Me? No. Well, basically I'm a scam baiter. I like to look for scams and see what they do. So, but you know, I mean, I'm happy to have a polite conversation with you, to be honest. So how long have you been? I'm happy to have a conversation with you about it, though. So how long have you been doing this for?
So I've been working for the support for 3 years.
Okay. Yeah. Why would you ask if I'm a programmer, by the way?
No, this because normally the computers don't behave like this. Okay, in case some changes have been made to the computer settings, only in those cases the computers behave like this. Okay. That's right.
Before, I think you said hackers could have done such a thing. Isn't that right? Like the computer settings could have been changed around by proxy?
Well, sir, not to this extent.
Oh, okay.
It could be anything, but normally the programmers have these kind of machines. They make changes such that you do something and then it gives you some results, and then they block out some of the functions of the computer.
All right. So they might have done that.
It could be, sir.
All right.
It's a rare scenario to be seen, to be honest. We don't usually see these kind of machines on a daily basis.
Okay. Well, I once saw a guy type something different to that. I can try to help you if you like.
Sorry, sir, tell me.
Yeah, I'll just do it for you. I once saw someone do this, so is that better for you?
So that is the directory of the computer software.
Oh, okay. All right. But isn't that the same thing as tree?
No.
Oh, okay.
And not even as in a stat, because I was trying to check the active connections on the computer.
Oh. So what does tree do then if that's different?
Tree checks and scans your computer. All the this is you have pulled up the directory, right?
Okay.
So the tree tells the kind of softwares and applications you have installed in the computer, which is part of the Windows package or any other software which has been installed. It scans the tree entire applications and that.
Oh, okay. Okay.
All right. Hey,
Yeah.
NetStart, right?
Yeah, we have NetStep up now.
Right. Would you want to run a tree as well?
Yeah, if you'd like to, that's fine. Oh, do you want me to type that in?
You can do that, sir.
Okay. Which, that looks a bit like a directory listing to me.
It is. It is. In Windows 7, you have a smaller list.
I see. And now it's different again.
Right. And is it me or is it you as well that this is blinking in different colors?
No, I also see the blinking colours. That's not just you. So I see that as well.
Okay.
I mean, I'll be honest, the computer has been doing some strange things in the last week.
Well, sir, it actually it is a different scenario for me as well, because it doesn't take that much time to scan, and this is a very different kind of outcome, which is seen over here. So it could be the infection, or it could be any bad file which is causing it, which must have changed the settings. Since it is the older version of Windows, so that is why it could not be in a position to handle it. Otherwise, Windows 10 comes with a better package.
I see what you mean. Okay, okay.
So the kind of configuration you have. This is the summary of your computer. Have you seen it before?
Not this specific screen, but I've seen some of the information. MSI. When I bought it, the guy said it was.
Right.
Yeah. Sorry, you continue.
Yes. We saw it on the other screen, which was the basics of the computer. So this is again the system summary, and this is the model number, and this is the computer details that you have over here. You have a decent configuration, which is a basic configuration, which is coming up these days as well. So for an older computer which has a Windows 7, and you bought it from someone else, so this is a configuration which can take up a Windows 10 as well, and it should, if managed carefully and tuned up regularly, this computer can actually serve you for another 7 to 10 years as well.
Oh, that sounds great. So I won't need to buy a new one or upgrade or anything like that.
No, just a couple of softwares to maintain it so that it is scanned regularly, and then it's clear of any viruses. and
Okay.
the a better version of Windows could actually help you,
Hmm.
because as of now you have Windows 7, and that too is not a valid one anymore.
Windows 7 not valid. Okay. So an antivirus is what you're suggesting, yeah?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Because first of all, this is not a genuine copy of Windows, so Windows Defender would not work, because it will, if it's a genuine window, it keeps on connecting with the Windows servers, Microsoft servers,
Right.
and
Okay.
keeps on updating regularly, so that your computer is up to date and is checked by the software itself.
But that
So
wouldn't
in
really
this
help
case,
though.
any and
That wouldn't really help though
sorry,
if Windows 7's invalid, right? Because they would shut the server down, or they wouldn't continue support, right? If Windows 7 was invalid.
right, right, sir. And if you see over here, these are the system drivers, okay, that we are at right
Yep.
now.
Yep.
And this is the name of the driver, and there's a long list over here.
Oh yeah.
And this is the state of the drivers.
I see.
You can see it's only a few are running. Most of them have been stopped.
Yeah, there are quite a few stopped ones in there.
All right. So one thing, okay, let me just make a note of it as well.
Hmm.
You see, your reader says it is protected.
But you did say
However, you
that
have this letter.
you did
Sorry?
say that the security could have been infected though. So I mean, this could be lying to us, right? Maybe it's not really protected.
Right, sir.
Kevin, are you still there?
Yes, sir, I'm here.
Okay, I'm just checking. Okay, so we'll need to update the drivers.
Right, sir. And then a tune-up needs to be done as well, so that your computer is clear of any viruses, and it will be tuned up so that if there's any junk files or anything which is holding its performance back, it will be back to the speed.
Well, that's good. That's good. It has been just running strange lately.
Malwarebytes is a free software, just so you know.
Oh, okay. I thought I had the premium version of that. That's what the guy who sold this machine to me said.
Well, this is a free version of Malwarebytes, which is to scan the malwares and normal viruses from the computer. It works fine. It works decently fine. However, these kind of infections, they are hard to catch. So this scanner doesn't work.
Okay.
I'm still running so that we can check if there's anything that it can catch and then clear.
Okay.
It actually helps in cleaning the junk files and then speeding up your computer.
Oh, that should be good then.
All right, let it run. In the meantime, sir, okay, let me tell you, I will be assigning a technician to work on your computer. All right. So there are certain charges which are going to be over there. All right.
Oh, yeah, that's okay. That's fine. Kev, you still with me?
Yes. Yeah. Where is this? Do you have this fly on the screen?
Oh, yeah. I should have mentioned this happens sometimes. This is another oddity that happens. I have no idea why. I mean, this also just started about 8 days ago. I don't get it. It's just random. Sometimes it happens. Sometimes, I can have the machine powered on for 5 hours. It doesn't happen, but I don't get it. Have you ever seen this before? Anyway, so you're going to assign a technician to help with this stuff.
Right, sir. I will assign a Windows expert who will work on your computer. Okay. So in case you take your computer to a local Microsoft store, the charges which I usually charge are $379, which are for 7 months.
$379 for 7 months.
And you get yes, sir.
Okay.
This is the kind of service you get. Right, these are the charges for the store, and then when you go over there, you have to give your computer to them, and then they need to connect your computer through the secure service, and then they might need to keep up your system with them for a couple of days.
Okay,
right?
yep. Okay, so that sounds good.
So are you messing around with me?
What do you mean by that?
Because there's this fly hack which is being activated again and again.
Well, it happens sometimes, like I said before, just sometimes happens, but, you know. But, I mean, in response to that, I'd like to turn the question around and ask if you're messing with me. You know, running tree and netstat, saying drivers are stopped. But anyway, do you want to look at the drivers? Where were we before with the drivers? It was here.
Sure, please.
Remember how you said the drivers were stopped? This is a good example, actually. It's AMD. And I'd just like to ask you, why would I have AMD drivers for an Intel CPU? You see this here? It's an Intel.
I didn't go through all the drivers, right? That's what the job of the technician would be. If when I said I'll be assigning a technician. Okay. So
but you did
my
mention,
job is to diagnose the computer.
That's true, but you mentioned stop drivers as being a problem, and this is a prime example of where stop drivers is not a problem, because I probably shouldn't have AMD drivers running when I have an Intel CPU installed. Isn't that right?
Right. And how about the other drivers that you have in the computer, sir?
Well, they wouldn't be necessary. You know, there are a whole bunch of other drivers I could point to here.
Right, because the majority of the drivers that you have in this computer are not running.
Yeah, I don't know, let's see. The majority... But you don't necessarily need the majority. Usually you only need drivers for the things that you do have installed.
Right.
You know, and I even gave you the netstat, and you didn't really do anything with it. Do you want to... okay, that was a problem, but if you want, we can go back and run netstat, but you didn't make use of it. Is there anything you'd like to say about this readout, though? Well, how come? Why would you run netstat if you weren't going to make use of it?
Well, because I saw that you were able to pull that, right? You knew how to pull the directory and then how to pull up the tree and all.
Yeah.
So I was just going with the flow.
Well, I appreciate that. I like that. It's good. I'm glad. And, you know, we can have a talk about this. I'm fine. I don't want to be rude with you. I really don't.
Yeah.
You know,
right, because I don't want to make a fool around of anybody, right?
Yeah.
That's what my job is not to do.
I understand that, Kevin. And, yes, I've been playing with you the whole time. I'll admit that, so I'll be honest with you. But what I'm not going to do is swear at you or use the Hindi swear words. It's not my style. I don't do that. But, you know, I mean,
No, we don't need to say.
No. Look, I don't like it anyway. I think it's overdone. A lot of people do it, and it's poor taste, in my opinion, anyway. But obviously, look, I do know a bit about computers. I think you've been able to glean that over the course of this call. And so basically, I do like to call the scam sort of places and see what they do. And if you wouldn't mind having a bit of an open, a bit of an open conversation about it, then.
Okay.
So,
all right. Can you tell me one thing? What have you done to your computer when you run that netstat?
Yeah. This one or the other one?
The one, 1 second.
You mean this one, yeah?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, that's a batch file. That's just a batch file.
Right. Because that's when I asked you, right?
Yeah. So that was just a little bit of fun.
All right.
Same with the tree command. I do know what. Yeah.
It's good to talk to. It's really good to talk to a smart guy for a change.
So I know. I'm sure you get a lot of.
What do you do, sir?
Me, I actually am in IT.
Sorry?
I am in IT myself, but I was going to say, I'm sure you do get a lot of calls from people who just, I don't know what they do, but maybe you can tell me about what they
Yes,
do.
sir, we
I'm
do.
curious. I know I'm a little bit different to most, but yeah, I'm
Your
curious.
voice is breaking.
Oh, sorry about that. Is it better now?
Yes, it's better.
Sorry about that. Yeah, I'm probably different to what you mostly listen to. I am curious about what the normal people are like and what they say. I'd like to hear. I mean, what they say. I do try to be different. I don't come out being abusive, and because that requires very little effort, and it's not. I wouldn't find that fun personally. So that's why I do things a little bit differently.
Actually, it's not fun. That's just your frustration. You're just pushing out, right? That's what it is. So, but I really appreciate your approach, the way you take things up.
Thanks. You're not the first person to have said that. I've had a few in the past. So.
All right.
But
you're getting used to that now.
Oh yeah, I've done it a lot of times. But I appreciate your reaction. You're not the only guy to react the way you are, but you're also very rare. You're saying, I think you said that I'm a bit rare, but you're also rare. I do get the people on the other end of the phone who swear at me. I won't repeat the words, but they get very abusive. But I like the way you responded.
There's no need to spoil your mood or mine.
No,
there's
I
no
agree.
need to spoil your mood or mine.
I agree.
So we know how it works. We know the drill.
Yeah, that's the thing. There's no need to turn it nasty. That's fine.
You have removed the product ID. This is strange.
What did I get rid of? Sorry, I didn't. The thread ID.
You have the Windows. You have the engine Windows version. Probably you have removed the Windows key.
Oh, the product ID. Yeah, I have an activator for that as well. I didn't remember to do that before I called you. But I do have. Yeah, I can make it look like. I mean, it says MSI, but I can make it look like any model as well. It's a certain piece of software that does that.
You can do that.
Yeah.
You can do that very well. If you can do certain things which I've seen, you can do pretty much anything on this computer.
I've set it up pretty well. Yeah, it's a pretty well built machine.
And are you really in Louisiana or you're in Illinois?
No, I'll be honest. I'm not in Louisiana and I'm not in Illinois either.
Where would you be?
I'm in Australia. I'll just get rid of that fly for you now. There we go. That's probably annoying. I can make lots of them appear. Sometimes I fill the screen with them, and also the message boxes. Like, for example, I'll just do this one again. So yeah, I can do that. But
all right,
I'll just get rid of those as well.
All right, you have this shortcut for this virus.
Well, I use a RAT, a remote administration tool, or a remote access tool, whichever you prefer. But I use something to remote into this machine from another machine.
All right.
That's how I sort of pull the strings behind the scenes.
Normally one can see when you do certain actions, one can see that, okay, if your computer is slow enough, one can see that, okay, this function is being performed.
Yeah.
But from where I'm seeing right now, I'm hardly able to see if you are initiating it.
Oh, that's the point. That's the idea.
Right.
That's where it's more fun.
That's a smart game. And have you actually got this pop-up on your computer, or you just opened it up just to showcase?
Oh, I just... See, these are hard for me to find a lot of the time. I do have the real pop-up, and I do know how to get rid of it. I mean, if this really happened to me, I would do this and just end the task. But...
Right.
For me to...
It triggered me. You know what?
Sorry.
The game was up the moment I saw this picture.
I wasn't sure whether to use that or not. What is it about that picture that triggered you?
I must tell you, the game was over the moment this screensaver was up.
You mean the desktop background, right? Not the screensaver, but the desktop background.
Right, right. That's a probably feedback for you, so that you can run the game genuinely from the beginning itself.
Yeah, yeah. I've had people ask me to put certain things up there, but what about it triggered you? You know, because the average user could have a picture of a nice-looking girl in the background, so what about this picture actually triggered you, though?
It's an experience.
Okay. You mean put a nice-looking Indian lady
All
in
right,
the background, and that's a bit obvious, yeah?
All right. All right, it was nice talking to you, Jim, James, or whosoever you are.
Uh-huh.
All right?
And same with you, Kevin, or
you have
whoever
a
you
great
are.
day.
Okay, you too.
All right. Thank you.
All right.
It was nice talking to you.
All right.
Bye-bye.
You too. Bye.